Hi, folks. I'm meteorologist Tom Gravicka here in the late evening weather center, giving you a refresh look at the weather forecast here for the upcoming week. We've got a warm forecast, but that only lasts about midweek. A little bit cooler weather, and Nick and I are optimistic that the rain chances are trending upward. And so that is good news, of course, news that folks would like to hear, I believe. And Nick is on board with that as well. Now, looking at the temperatures expected here for tonight, it is going to be, we'll call it seasonal. 48 is typical, and you see the average is going to be about 52. So we're just a tad above that. But there'll be a mixture of upper 40s in some of the cooler locations, middle 50s in some of the warmer places. So you get the idea, again, the variation from point to point here in Sinla. The record, though, look at that. Tough one to break. 1899, really bad cold spell first part of November that year with 27 degrees for your record low during that particular month. So nowhere near that. Now, looking at the situation for your expected highs for today, for tomorrow, we'll be close to where we were today. We averaged 83. I think maybe average about an 83 or 84 tomorrow. 87 is the record, so we'll be shy of that. That was not too long ago. Typically, it's 73, so you see we are well above normal. Of course, if we average 83, 84, that qualifies as unseasonably warm for the most part across the area. And then looking at your 7-day numbers, we've got that coming up for you. For Monday, starting off the week, 83 degrees, a pretty nice day. Could be a little fog to the south across South Louisiana, Southwest Louisiana, and then into Southeast Texas. Could be a fog problem. Likewise, Tuesday morning, some AM fog possible, 58 for your low. So notice again, as I keep pointing out, the minimum temperatures continue to climb slowly, but they are going up, reflecting more moisture in the atmosphere. And if you want rain, that's the main ingredient that we have to have. 85 for a high Tuesday and Wednesday, so very warm days. Some thermometers will spike into the upper 80s those days. Breezy conditions coming at you on Wednesday, beginning to open up the Gulf of Mexico and tap some of that moisture. And then by Thursday, you notice a little bit of a downturn in temperatures. I think any rain chances would hold off to the PM hours. The front, I've had to slow it down to the Friday morning time frame, but it's still coming, and it's still going to bring some rain and cooler air. Of course, Nick and I are optimistic about these rain chances. I did up it to 80% on Friday, so by and large, we're expecting most people to get wet in this situation. I think a half inch, maybe an inch in many locations. So somewhere in that time frame, kind of a good general rainfall. It's not going to put much of a dent in the drought, but it will help, and we'll take any kind of help that we can get. And you see some cooler weather there for Veterans Day. Of course, let us remember all the folks who are serving and have served there in our armed forces. And then going into Sunday, reintroduce a 20% chance of rain with some clouds mixing in that day. And you see it stays just a tad cooler on that particular day. And then looking at your outdoors forecast here coming up over the next few days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Well, it looks like we are going to have a decent potential Monday. I'll grade it a B minus. You have two majors, 6:15 to 8:15 a.m. PM, you got 6:30 to 8:30, and then a little minor coming in early part of the afternoon. Tuesday, we keep that trend going with some AM majors there and a PM major. And then we go back into two minor periods coming at you. A little bit less potential that day, C+, but then we go back down to a C on Wednesday. I think as the wind will pick up out of the south. And so I think that will cut the potential somewhat on a warm day. But you do have two major periods and two minor periods. Well, have a blessed week ahead. And thanks for tuning in. Nick will be back in the morning, and I'll be back with another weather update later tomorrow afternoon or early tomorrow evening.